I saw this video here from YC Studios where he was recommended a video from John Castelli on Mix with the Masters talking about the difference in sound between Logic and Pro Tools. Let's take a look at what John Castelli said here.
Pro Tools sounds better, and I think Logic has a soft sound to it. Whatever the mix bus is, how it's soft clipping, just kind of a roundness, which actually could sound nice. It could be really cool for like a deep house record, something like thuddy and like puffy kind of thing. But Pro Tools has this kind of console-ish hardness to it that so many records that we know and love are finished in it for a reason. I tend to not like the sound of Logic personally. I think it's a great software to produce in.
I'm already a little bit confused by this video, actually.
So was I. Which, by the way, if you're not subscribed to YC Studios, highly recommend subscribing to his channel. He's got some great stuff. He ended up doing a null test between Logic and Pro Tools, and come to find out there really wasn't that much of a difference at all. But John Castelli is no one to scoff at. He's got some pretty impressive stuff. I ended up going through looking at his credits, and you could see that he's worked with Harry Styles and Khalid and Kesha, Ariana Grande, Meghan Trainor, Malcolm Moore. He's Grammy nominated. The guy's really good at what he does. And he was somewhat wrong here. And even when I went to Mix with the Masters, they ended up taking the video down. I couldn't find the video on their Instagram anymore, which is kind of disappointing. But John Castelli's no one to scoff at. He's actually got some great stuff. It made me think, what other things are like this? I remember a video from Benny Blanco where he was talking about something very similar. And look at what Benny Blanco has to say.
The default tempo when you go to Pro Tools is 120. Is that what it is for Ableton?
Yeah.
I didn't know you could change a tempo. So I just made all my songs in 120.
Well, clearly it worked.
I guess it did at that moment.
Benny Blanco is one of the most prolific and impressive music producers in the world. And another example is Rick Rubin. Rick Rubin was talking about not having any technical ability at all, even though he's done some of the most impressive work to date.
Do you play instruments?
Barely.
Do you know how to work a soundboard?
No. I have no technical ability, and I know nothing about music.
You must know something.
Well, I know what I like and what I don't like, and I'm decisive about what I like and what I don't like.
Wild stuff. And once again, Rick Rubin has worked with Metallica, Red Hot Chili Peppers, just crazy stuff. Benny Blanco, Bruno Mars, Nicki Minaj, One Republic, some pretty impressive stuff here. But they all kind of admit that they don't necessarily know what they're talking about. So the reason I'm making this video is because I had another video that I released called The World's Shortest Mixing Course You'll Ever Need, and I got a comment on here that kind of surprised me a little bit. This person says, unpopular opinion here, Andrew Scheps is not all he's made out to be. He, like many, made a name and capitalized on it. There are quite a few popular engineers like this. In my honest opinion, his mixes are two-dimensional because he's quote-unquote in the box. There isn't a single mix by him or guys like Michael Barr that come close to the classic mixes of the 70s. And so I like to listen to everybody's opinions, and so I decided to click over to this person's channel to see if they had any music out, and they have nothing. This really just comes down to a handful of things. And the reason why I get so passionate about this is because I used to be the exact same way. It's not that the pros have something you don't. It's that you have something that the professionals don't. You have fear. I used to hide behind my technical knowledge and would put that front up so that way I could look smart in YouTube comments and on forums and would learn a bunch of things, but I would never release any music. And in fact, for over 4 years, I didn't release a single song. I kept making the same song over and over again, and I was never quite happy with it, but I couldn't tell you why. The reason I wasn't happy with it, now I know, is because of fear. If I don't release a song, then no one can criticize me on it because it's not finished yet. Of course you can't criticize me on it. It's unfinished work. So I can keep doing the same thing again and again and again, never release any music, and never have to put up with the fear that I had. It's not that Rick Rubin or John Castelli or Benny Blanco aren't impressive. They are very impressive, but they worked past something. They worked past their fear of getting stuff out. We are all very wrong all of the time, and we're going to be wrong again and again. And we are all somewhat clueless at some point, but they're making music. Are you? I'm not trying to call anybody out, and I'm definitely not trying to disrespect any of these people here. Benny Blanco, John Castelli, Rick Rubin, these are all very impressive people who have done impressive things. I don't say this to discourage you. I say this to encourage you. Just go make music, because at the end of the day, for us, it's really all that matters. I taught a masterclass about how to get past being stuck. If your music is 80% of the way there and you're just not sure what to do next, or maybe you have a hard drive full of songs but you're not releasing anything, this masterclass is for you. And yes, I am selling something at the end of it, but if you're worried about that, just don't buy it. I spent a long time making that masterclass, and it's stuff that's really helped me. It's free. I'll leave a link to that down in the description below if you are interested. Otherwise, I'm sure you're going to love this video here. In this video, I'm talking about 15 mixing tricks that the pros use but rarely talk about. And it's not because they're trying to gatekeep information from you. It's probably just because some of this stuff is so second nature to them, it's almost an assumed and they never even talk about it. I'll see you in that video there. Now, as always, go create.